Welcome back, everyone, and to this week's segment of Crime Stoppers. Investigator William Knowles is joining me from Clay County. And, you know, I feel like we've talked about these cases before, people kind of getting some stolen property, and that has happened this week.
Yep, we have another stolen four-wheeler, a transaction that was supposed to have taken place or did take place via Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
An individual posted a four-wheeler for sale. He made an arrangement with the buyer that the buyer would actually pay off his finance company with what he had owed on the four-wheeler. The victim got a notification that the payment had been accepted by the finance company, so he let the individual take the four-wheeler. 2 days later, discovered that the payment was actually made with a stolen debit card.
Interesting. Oh, wow. Yep. Okay, that's kind of nerve-wracking right there. So there were a few red flags that our victim might not have taken into notice, that specifically with the account.
So the victim did everything he could to kind of protect himself. He asked for an ID from the potential seller, but the ID ended up being fake. The profile, the Facebook profile, had some red flags as being faked. There weren't very many pictures posted on there. There wasn't any bio, and the profile picture itself was actually just an image.
Interesting. Now, like you said, the victim was trying to protect himself, but, you know, I don't have an ID checker that I can do. So in an instance like that, what would you recommend at that point?
Well, you know, it kind of goes back to, it's all about the money. So, you know, if you're going to make an arrangement to maybe pay off a finance company, get the money and you pay it off. Don't rely on somebody else to pay
do it for you.
Yeah, get cash in hand or a cashier's check. So that's always the easiest way. So kind of cut that middleman,
it seems like. And then also, you know, we just saw that several people are going to be going out of town. It's specifically with like ATVs and four-wheelers. Where do you recommend to, I guess, store them if you don't have maybe a barn or shed?
Yeah, so if you don't have a way to lock them up in an enclosed area, you know, take measures to maybe chain them up. I've seen individuals who, if they've got multiple cars and they leave one at home, they'll actually position the ATV or the side-by-side between the house and that vehicle they're leaving, just to kind of obstruct and not make it so easy on anybody to come and commit a theft.
And then also, in these marketplace scams, I feel like sometimes it can be too good to be true, especially with those prices.
Yes, yeah, if, you know, rule of thumb, it always goes back, if it's too good to be true, it usually is. So, you know, when you think that you're just getting an out of this world deal, most likely it's a scam and it's not worth it. Move on to another item.
Exactly. All right, guys, well, if you see that four-wheeler we posted on the screen right there, you can obviously call the Clay County Sheriff's Office, leave an anonymous tip to Crime Stoppers, and help them close this case right here.
Help us out.
Investigator, thank you so much for coming in.
Always a pleasure.
We'll be right back.